having those candid conversations is tough. So I wrote down some notes here. I think a good starting place is I would love to hear your definition of candor. Mm-hmm. When somebody says, Randy, what does it mean to be candid? What's your thoughts around that?
I think at a surface level, I would define it as being honest, open, and direct. But it goes deeper. I think it's easy to just think about, okay, I need to have honest and open conversations and be more direct. But there's more to it. I think that we need to consider how we view candor. A lot of people are afraid of candor, and I think candor is a gift. I think candor, if done well, is an absolute gift, and it's one of the things that makes business and teams work really, really well. So I think we need to not just define it, but also think about what's our perception about it? Is it positive or negative? A lot of people have a very negative perception of candor.
So why is it a gift?
Because candor, if delivered well and respectfully, can increase innovation. It can increase creativity. It can make you more efficient. There's so many benefits of being candid. Here's an example. I would say that the lack of candor in business is absolutely pervasive. It is a pervasive issue in every company that I work with. It just is. And one of the ways that it shows up is when people are not candid with each other. You have to have 2, 3, 4 conversations sometimes to get to the issue that you need to address. Or people never get the truth from you about how you perceive their performance. That you're always telling people how amazing they are when you actually think they've got some things they need to work on. So developmentally, it hurts people. So there's so many downsides to not being candid. We could spend all day on that. But I think the lack of candor is pervasive, and it's something that I think you and I both, as you said, are passionate about trying to address with our clients.
Okay, so we often talk about how bad meetings are in companies. Yes. How that's a huge issue. Would you say candor is even worse than the lack of candor is even more problematic than dysfunctional meetings?
Well, I think the lack of candor is one of the reasons why business meetings are so dysfunctional. So I think that you start with, the purpose of the meeting. Why are we actually meeting? The agenda. Is it really the agenda we need to be talking about? In the meeting itself, are we actually having the conversations that we need to have? Are we trying to be politically correct? Are we saying the things that actually need to be voiced out loud? Or are we keeping them to ourselves because we're fearful of retribution? You and I both read a lot about psychological safety, and there's often a lack of psychological safety in those meetings, so people don't feel that they can be open and honest and direct.